Oh, okay. Hi, Yellow. I wasn't expecting you to be here. Thank you for that. As I was saying before, yeah, oofda. Well, let's make sure chat fixed. That should be good. I already opened all that, so yep, there we go. Sorry about that. That's funny. But this is episode 1 of making an airline. It's not the day one, so we're not just making this airline. This has been in the works for a little bit now. This is just the first episode, just going through some things. This is more of like a testing thing. Just wanted to see how this stream format works. I don't know. It's kind of a goofy thing. Plus, I also want to do it in the evening in U.S. time, just so some of my US people can have a chance to do it. And it's also on a Monday, so like random. So that's, I don't know, I'm just trying something. I'm not really planning for this to go too much anywhere. I'll do a couple episodes of these throughout the week, especially like for some of the US times. I'll do that. And I didn't announce it anywhere because again, just to test things. I had no plan for this, so we're just going to jump right into it. So, today the focus for this first thing is, like it says in the title, let me make sure, establishing routes. Just getting a picture for routes and what are good routes, what are bad routes, and all that jazz. I have a lot of notes on my in my notebook here about the 3 different routes I've now flown. 4 different routes I've now flown. And I do this for every flight that I do for the airline. By the way, the airline's name is Inopia for anyone who's just joining, who's unaware. It's in the thumbnail, but that's yep. So the point for establishing routes, the very important thing about establishing routes when you're building an airline is to fly them, to look at all the possible scenarios in which you're taking off, you're landing, difficult terrain that you fly through, potential quick switches of airspaces, what your what's it called? Making sure that your flight plan is properly filed and all that extra stuff. All different things that are very important when you're establishing a route. So yeah, that's what I am doing today. I am flying from Norfolk International Airport to Charleston International Airport. I already have it laid out. Let me just make sure that it's the correct thing. I am going to be filing it. I am going to be flying on VATSIM, so we will be doing that. Call sign. Oops. File flight plan. We're now filed. It's going in, so we're going to join in there for a second. We're flying from Norfolk to Charleston. We have, and actually, let me switch scenes here very quickly. Transition, and then we will go ahead and turn on our desktop view. There we go. Awesome. So we are operating from Norfolk International to Charleston Air Force Base / International Airport. Charleston is a combination of an Air Force Base and an international airport, so that's why that's there. We'll be flying at 300, flight level 360, CI6, all this extra jazz, the usual that you have. Let's take a look actually at the NOTAM section. We have a couple different options for our departure runway. We'd prefer, I think we can only use this one, the 9,000 foot one. But what's the actual altitude of the airports? Does it provide altitude? It should provide it somewhere. 2-1. That doesn't seem right. Hold on. Wait a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just predictive. That's all wrong. Oh, that's 144. Never mind. That could be right. Limit climb, remarks, cell temp. Oh, I didn't actually know you could have the cell temp here. That's cool to know. I'll Think about it in the future, but not now. There's a bunch of extra jazz that's I can cover later, but it's not important. So we want either runway 05 or runway 23 for departure because that's the longest runway. So we would prefer that. Let's look at our landing data. Here's some different options for our landing. We would prefer, once again, either runway 15 or runway 33 because it's the longest, but we could technically land runway 0321. Not great, but it's possible. Landing distance. Okay, so our landing distance for flaps 30, all within limits, so we are good to land all these limits, even at our heaviest, and all that extra stuff. So we have no issues, even if we have to go to the other runway. This is just extra stuff. This isn't necessarily important. Here's what we are looking for. NOTAMs. No tropical cyclone. No, nothing like that. FIR. I don't know how to. Oh, hello. I'm trying my best to read NOTAMs. I'm not the super best, so doesn't look like there's anything major. Maybe some potential wind shear, but not anything crazy. Here is the potential weather upcoming. It's deteriorating. Currently 5 statute miles. Our diversion is currently 10 statute miles. And potential to deteriorate, but not by much. So we have a potential to divert. I believe Charleston is equipped so that with ILS, so that'll be important to note. So once again, these are all things that you need to consider when you are flying into an airport. Is the equipment that's in the airport, which you can read from the NOTAMs. I don't personally fully understand NOTAMs yet, so we'll see about that. There are a lot of other uses you can use, like for example, I'll use Navigraph charts to double check some things, see what the weather is like and if it's deteriorating or not. You can also look at procedures at various airports. Let me make sure that my microphone is still working. Yes, it is. Okay. There's definitely more that you can do here. I don't fully understand. I think this is all different approach procedures, SIDS, and all that extra stuff for the various airports. For me personally, I just want to go out and do it and actually figure it out. You can do all this stuff by planning it, but I personally will go out and just fly the whole gosh darn thing. But here's definitely a way to do things or start doing things. So let's go ahead, X-plane this bad boy. We'll go ahead and pull up X-pilot. The East Coast is pretty busy right now, so we should have coverage pretty much all the way down to Charleston and from Norfolk. The East Coast is pretty good, so we will be doing that. We're going to go ahead and load on in. We already have our flight plan filed. It should be. I'm not going to download the flight plan because it's short enough of a flight plan that doesn't need it. I am going to look up departures out of Norfolk just to check and see. Oh, game is loaded. I'm actually going to switch off desktop mode. Display capture. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a couple of different flights today. First one we're going to do is Norfolk to Charleston. If we have time, we'll do, I believe, what's the name of the airport? It's another one flying into Charleston, but I can't remember the departure airport off the top of my head. It is a little bit late. It's 8 p.m., so we might not get full coverage. But yeah. So Norfolk has a single departure, which is basically a vector departure. So I'm actually going to treat Norfolk as a non-SID compliant, so no standard instrument departure. Basically saying that it doesn't have it in my notes section. So once again, very important. Keep track of your notes. Make sure that you get everything, all the information that you can beforehand, so you're not busy writing extra stuff down while ATC is trying to talk to you. So KCHS. So I'm going to say no SID. Technically there is a SID, but it is a vector departure, which the ATC will give you vectors anyways if you don't have a SID. So I'm just going to treat it as no SID. Very small airport, so pushback pilot's discretion. There is a crossing runway, but that looks exclusively for GA, which this might be a GA based airport. There is a nearby airfield, or a couple nearby airfields, but this is the only international one. So there is definitely potential for some traffic, but it's in a small enough of a location that it's not going to have any issues. Yeah, it's not close to Boston, New York, like that whole area. New York, Philadelphia. Actually, I'm further south than I did realized. Yeah, not even close to oh, what's the name? I can't remember. Anyways, it's considerably sized airport, or not airport, considerably sized city, but not too big. All right, so let's get into the actual everything. So we'll go ahead and connect as Inopia 10, Boeing 737-800. I'm currently not on, so we'll go ahead and connect GPU and shocks. Turn that on, and where is our emergency lights? One other thing that I almost forgot to do is make sure that and let me turn on the dim lights. We'll set this to nav for now. One thing I forgot to do is write the what's it called? Block time, just so we have a general idea of what the scheduled block time versus the actual block time is. So we are scheduled for 1 hour and 27 minutes worth of block time. Go ahead and turn up the main panel brightness. Go ahead and turn up the panel brightness. Oh. Alright. We'll get our position lights on, and we'll also get our local light on while we're at it. We'll go ahead and ground power and battery just to make sure that those are working. Position. Go ahead and input our GPS position. Go ahead and put in route. We are going from KORF to KCHS. I will double check. We do have a couple centers online. I don't know which center I would technically be a part of. No one at the airport, which is to be expected. Norfolk doesn't seem like a airport of major choice. We are scheduled for runway 23 for departure. So I'll just go ahead and double check what that runway is. Yep, it's the southbound runway, so no issues there. Go ahead and activate. Direct to Kuki. Direct Lana. Oh, and I almost forgot. While we're doing this, we should also get our payload and fuel in. So we have block fuel of 13,765 pounds, 13,665.
Ground flight deck hose is connected.
And a payload of 30590. 30590. Alright, and we'll go ahead and do that. So we gotta wait for that to fuel up before we do anything. So, Amy Lou. Amy Lou. And then we do have an Amy Lou 3 arrival in for runway 15. So we'll input the ILS unless stated. Amy Lou 3. Let me just double check the approach and see what that looks like. From reserve. Where is... Okay, gotcha. Let's, I'm just going to do a final for this. Runway 15 final. That's good. Go ahead and execute on that. Make sure that the route is connected. Vectors for runway 15. Alright. We do have to wait for this to finish loading before we do this. Our cruise altitude today is going to be 360. I'm also going to set up the rest of the cockpit while we waiting for the fuel to finish loading. No service switch is engaged. We'll go ahead and increase this to 360. And our departure, once again, I'm just looking at charts. 26 feet. So 26 feet, yeah. Departure altitude is going to be 26 feet, which we'll use 54, so. Wait for that to load on up. For the time being, I am going to also double check and see also who is going to be controlling us. I will also be on Volanta, so if you want like a link to that, feel free to just ask in the comment section or something like that, and I'll give it to you or whatever. Not too shy about it. Whew. What is happening? It's loading. Okay, so I'm also going to take a look at the weather at our arrival. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, there's a hurricane. Well, this will be interesting. So we are operating out of Norfolk, which is up here somewhere. Where's Norfolk? If it doesn't connect, it's all right. So we are going to be with DC. Yeah. INP 10. And then just inputting some stuff in case it actually decides to show up. But we are going to be landing into a hurricane. I did not realize that. This should be fun, to say the least. Okay, so we will be contacting DC for our departure clearance. For now, I'm just going to exit Atlanta. We don't need it open. Let me see if I need anything else from here. I can actually just get it from my phone. So I'm going to also quit Opera. Just give me as much as I can for operating the aircraft, because my computer is not very strong. So, yep. Oh, that's good. All right. Well, we will be completely full here shortly. I guess we can go ahead and call.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded
There
up
we go.
and you are good to go.
I remember it was cost index of 6. Go ahead and bring up my sim brief. So we'll have to be cautious because there's a thing in there. There's currently a hurricane in Charleston, so split 1 reserve and 1 limits. We are going to have flaps 5, I think. I think 5 will be fine. Center of gravity of 24.8. 24.8. Trim 4.7. So we'll go ahead and trim it up just a little bit. That should be enough. A little bit further down. Okay, so that is that setup. We will go ahead and call up what should I call it? DC Center. Washington Center. 133.725. 133.725. Alright. Let me just scoop my stuff down here so I can have access to it. Alright, we will go ahead and call up. There's no weather for Charleston, so. Let me just make sure that I'm on the right frequency. 133.725. 133.725. It would help if I had my. There we go. Let me just make sure that my settings are properly set. Yep. Okay. Whew. It's been a while since I've been on VATSIM, so let's get it. Departure. We are expecting direct cookie, so yep. Washington Center, good evening. Utopia 10 on the ground at Norfolk, requesting offer clearance to Charleston International today. Hi, DK.
Utopia 10, Washington Center, clear to Charleston Airport as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. And squawk 3702.
Cleared to Charleston International as filed. Climb initial 4,000. Expect 360 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 3702 for Utopia 10.
Utopia 10, ready back, correct. Advisory taxi.
We'll advise ready for taxi, Utopia 10. Alright, well, that was a pretty simple clearance. We just got direct to, no SIS, no nothing. We are expecting...
November 44 X-ray, runway 19 left, clear to land, wind 1606.
We're expecting 4,000 initial, so we'll go ahead and put that. Our heading for our departure off of runway 23 is going to be... Come on, give me the runway headings. 227, so we'll go ahead and put 227 in here. This is just a precautionary measure to ensure that the aircraft doesn't go loopy-doopy. And then I don't think there's any restrictions, but we will still maintain, and it looks like we're departing straight for the waypoint, so we'll go 230 for depart. Actually, no, never mind. I'm stupid. I learned this the other day. This is supposed to be set to V2. I learned this the other day, that this knob right here is V2. So, the more you know. Okay, so that is good. We'll go ahead and just check, make sure lights on. We won't call for pushback quite yet. We'll start APU. Just going to double check. Nothing in the center tank, so we don't have to worry about that. One second, chat. I'm gonna go to sneeze. Bro, I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh, when you really want to sneeze, but you can't. For whatever stupid reason.
2839 is going to be the Raven 6 arrival. Runway 10, the bottom altimeter is 29er. 7 Raven 6 for 10, altimeter 2.
Also, we are going into a hurricane for everyone who's just joining. And I didn't realize it, so this will be fun. If we crash, we crash. Alright, and that is good. We'll go ahead and turn on APU. Set this up. We'll go ahead and electrical hydraulics engage those. In case of any issue, we'll go ahead. APU generator is looking good. Don't turn that on until after.
86 descended to before arrival, Newark altimeter is 29er 6.
Go ahead and start pushback.
Please show me where you want to go.
The arrival, altimeter 29er 6, walking 386.
Alright, and let me get weather real quick.
Walker 3886 New York is frequency change approved.
Over to the dark side. Thanks a lot. Have a great night. Walking 386.
So 3006
Going
altimeter.
to Philly. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. Philly did not end up getting on, so you can go to Unicom if you're still on frequency.
Uh-oh. I don't think he was. Risk chips. Alright, so there's a pushback tug. We'll go ahead and do this. And we'll also disconnect the bridge, because I keep forgetting to do that every single stinking time.
Station November 9er 123 Papa.
There we go. Awesome.
November 9er 123 Papa, loud and clear. Loud and clear, yes, 2 Papa.
Alright, so even though we're developing a route, we're also flying into a hurricane, which should be exciting. I think the aftermath of this is going to be much more interesting than the proceeding.
American 1453, frequency change approved.
Decall, ready for a push? I don't even remember. Nope, he's still latching on, so.
Spirit Wings 206, this is going to be the Pratt 2 arrival, according altimeter 29er 5.
Opa. Okay. Wait for his call.
So connected and bypassed and inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright.
1145 is going to maintain flight level 230.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alright, we'll wait. Left side not clear, right side is clear, so we'll go ahead and start right engine.
Bravo, contact Atlanta Center 132.907 today.
Engine start. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm so used to flying Airbus that I forget that you have to manually turn the valve up. Okay, wait for this to unhook.
Tip 153 Washington Center ident.
Alrighty. We'll get there with plenty of fuel, so we will have a lot of fuel going into there. But like I said, there's a hurricane happening over it right now, so we'll just be cautious of that. We'll wait for this to unhook before we start switching everything over to engines. Very peaceful night out in Norfolk right now. Let me also make sure, see if the thing is working. Volanta. Disconnect APU bleed. We'll go ahead and throw the valves open. Yeah, on.
Washington Center will be back in just a minute. I'll be right back.
Thank you for your information, sir. Alright, and that's good. Everything switched over. Packs.
Operation complete.
Electrics.
Set parking brake.
Hydraulics. Yep, all on engine, so we can go ahead and disconnect APU.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And flaps now should be good to set. We only need flaps 5, so it should be that. Yep. Let's check that. RTO is on. So we're good there. Flight director's on. VNAV and heading on. Because I'm pretty sure that's probably what he's going to have us do. We'll go ahead and turn up the brightness on the first officer side as well. Weather set. Flight director screen good. Engines good. Pressure, oil, all good. GT N1 and N2 good. Flight route good. Flap set. Spoilers none.
Bypass bin has been removed. Hand
I've
signal
done
on
that
the
mistake
right.
before.
We'll see you next time and have
No
a
auto
safe flight.
throttle. Actually, auto throttle engage. Hello, simp. We'll engage it when we pull up. Everything else is good. We'll go ahead. Washington Center is offline, so we are limited to taxi only to the threshold of the taxiway. So we'll go ahead and scoot on up a little bit, but we won't be able to scoot on up too much. Okay, so go ahead, scoot a little bit short of taxiway Charlie. Just an FYI for everyone who's joining, I'm operating for my newly built up airline Inopia. We will be starting hiring of pilots here soon, but for now we are establishing routes. This is day one, or not day one, but episode 1 of doing it. We've had this in the works for a while, so this isn't like the first thing that we've been doing. This isn't the first thing that we're doing, but just kind of going through all the processes of how to kind of build up an airline. So right now we're establishing some routes where I'm currently establishing a route between Norfolk and Charleston. A little bit of extra drama in this flight is that there is a hurricane currently happening over South Carolina. So we are going to have a lot of winds coming in. So this will be interesting. I believe no seatbelts in our flight. It's a wonderful for real. Somebody should join us for real. Did you buy a new car? How though? Seatbelt signs are on.
3507. Negative, that's New York, and they're offline.
Oh, DK, you're Devsky. Okay, I forgot.
Two.
Why Washington Center, Nopia 10, on the ground, Norfolk, wait for taxi.
Washington Center, Delta 1309, flight level 330.
Co-founder alert,
Nopia
for
10,
real, for
runway
real.
23, taxi route of pilot's discretion, altimeter 3006.
Taxi pilot's discretion, altimeter 3006 in Nopia 10.
Delta 1309, wash on arrival.
Alright, we are runway 23, so we are going to be taxiing runway 23.
About at 141, you're on frequency.
I've never had an uncontrolled taxi before. That's interesting. I guess he didn't
Delta
get
33, Washington Center, push back your discretion, runway 23, right for departure.
And by the way, the DK guy in chat right now, he is the co-founder of this airline. I am the other co-founder. So, we are working on some stuff. Right now I am working on some routes. We might do another route after this, we'll see. But just establishing some things. I didn't miss much, simp. Just started taxiing. So, we'll be out of here and on the runway soon. So, just chilling down here. But I don't know if you heard this, but we are going to be flying into a hurricane, supposedly, on our way to Charleston. Because I think...
Delta 1145, descend at pilot's discretion. Maintain
What's the name of the airport?
1000.
That's... Or not the airport. Name of the hurricane that's hitting the East Coast right now? Because apparently that's still live. Live and kicking.
Delta 1145, you're on frequency. Delta 1145,
So this will be
descend
fun.
at pilot's discretion. Maintain 1000. Myrtle Beach altimeter, 3003. JetBlue 2191, you on frequency yet?
Affirmative.
Alright, I'll have a handoff to Atlanta shortly.
Ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-dum. So far, the major things of note is Norfolk does not have a SID, and, well, it technically does, but it's a vector departure, which
66,
is pretty much not a SID.
landing south, the Washington altimeter 3000.
Nothing in relations to the controller that's unusual in terms of, like, its location and its possibility of, you know, having to switch frequencies very often.
JetBlue 2191, Atlanta Center 132.97.
Low altitude, so no issues on performance. So we shouldn't have too much of a problem taking off here.
206, New York's offline, frequency change advisories approved.
Go ahead and throw on our lights.
November 23, Papa, descend and maintain flight level 280. Flight level 280, 23 Papa.
Alright, and then right before the runway,
Number
we'll go ahead.
23 Papa, Jacksonville Center just announced that they're going to be closing up, frequency change advisories approved.
Oh no, Jacksonville's going offline! Ah,
Dock 1145, same for you, Jacksonville Center is closing in a couple minutes, frequency change advisories approved.
that's unfortunate. Oh well, we won't have anyone controlling us while we're flying in the hurricane.
23 Jacksonville
That might be
closing
even
up as
more
well,
interesting.
frequency change approved. Good day. Denver 51, 23 Jacksonville Center closing, frequency change approved.
Action code is sorry about that. Going over Unicom. Have a great evening, Endeavor 5123.
To you, good day.
Okay. We'll just double check flaps. That's all good. That's all good. All right, we'll go ahead and call up, ready for our takeoff. Sweet. Oh, my chat closed. 1 second. I can't see what you guys are saying. Where did Devsky go? He's probably in your DMs. Washington Center, Nopia 10, short of runway 23 at Norfolk, fully ready.
Nopia 10, fly runway heading, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 23, clear for takeoff, and Nopia 10. Alright.
2839, expectation approach runway 10.
Sweet. I'm doing something. He's setting up this Discord server probably because our Discord server is not the cleanest. Alright, strobe lights on. Aircraft is configured for takeoff in all regards. This is a 9,000 foot runway, and we are at sea level, so I don't have any concerns in terms of not having enough power to lead us to the end. So I'm going to just auto throttle this bad boy. We'll go ahead and 50%. And toga. And we are flying runway heading, so after takeoff. I did turn on the seatbelt sign, Civ. You didn't see me set up. Goober, I specifically remember turning it up. D1 rotate. So like I said, even with flaps 5, not an issue. Positive rates, gear coming up.
Just 153, I could get permission to step for 5 minutes. 400. See you in a few.
400. We'll fly this until passing 1,000.
1,000.
1,500 actually. Washington Center, Nokia 10, passing 2,000 for 4,000.
Nokia 10 radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 360, proceed direct Kuki.
Climb 360, direct Kuki, Nokia 10. Alright, we'll go ahead, throw this on, and we will go ahead, legs, direct Kuki, LNAV on, up to flight level 360, cleared all the way up, sweet. This is going to be interesting because I'm flying into a hurricane. I was not intending for this. This is going to be just a chill like flight, but we are flying into a hurricane, which will be exciting. There we go. Auto throttle is armed, so it's good to reduce whatever. Turn weather radar on. Yes, good idea. Also, terrain doesn't work in this, so that's why I didn't use terrain on here. Off, and we'll go ahead and set that off. Let's get our weather radar on. There's nothing yet because we're not within range of it, but there is a massive storm. I'll show you guys on Volanta. Oh, that's why I forgot to check Volanta. Oh well, it's not a major concern if it's not working. Because I have proof of it on YouTube. So far the departure was pretty chill, nothing too crazy. I expect it to be kind of the same, especially departing out of Norfolk. Arriving into Norfolk might be a different story, but for departing out of Norfolk, doesn't seem like we have any problems. I didn't encounter no notes to add, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay, so we are going to go, I'm just going to zoom out all the way. That is our descent point, so maybe not all the way. Right there. So we're not going to be at the top of this. Oh no, that's the descent point. We're not going to be at the top of descent for a while. Just a little bit. Why is the trim wheel so loud on Boeing? It's a Zebo thing. Yeah. Alright, lights off at 10K. I'm going to keep the seatbelt sign off or on because of how short this flight is. So, yep. Let me see if I can pull up Volanta, though. Is my flight being tracked? Nope, it's not. My Volanta is busted. So, here, let me show you guys what I'm looking at with this. So, bam. Yeah, this is what we're flying into. This is the airport. Oh, leg spike. Charleston. We actually have some people in Charleston. So, yes, this is X-Plane 12. So, like, the weather is actually realistic. So, this is going to be fun. Looks like the eye is still down here. So, this is mostly just the winds, and heavy precipitation. So, hopefully it shouldn't be as bad. But, yeah. Still not great.
Delta 1033, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for
I have
takeoff,
a
wind.
message from Mr. Devsky.
I don't have the winds in front of me, winds unknown.
I'm DK in chat. Good to know. We'll be flying inside of what the fridge is going on? I guess 109.1 is a pretty normal nav aid frequency, so that was weird. I don't know if, yep, there it is. Diamonds are having a field day. I'm just going to turn off the VOR. Both of them, actually. Just no need for them right now. Turn them back on when we are approaching our top and set. So far, still full throttle. We're chilling. Not really anything to look out because it's a night flight and X-Plane 12, and specifically my computer with X-Plane 12 is terrible with night flights. So we'll get some looks at the tail of the thing. So that's nice. I'm hoping to do 2 flights today. We'll see, because my the internet in my household goes off at like 11, which is in 2 hours. So we'll see. Depends on how long the flight to. Probably not actually. So we'll just do this one flight, and then yeah. Game is smooth. Yes, because I'm not in a location that has a lot of terrain and extra stuff to generate, very thankfully. And also, I have some of the lowest graphic settings.
Delta 1309, attended to Cavalier 6 from Bravo, landing south, Washington, Cruise Delta.
No good views of the hurricane. Yeah, it's going to be at night, so we won't have we're not going to have a good view of everything.
Is that landing south for 1309?
Hey, firm.
Delta 582, level 362.
Delta 582, Washington Center, ident.
Identity.
Alright, well, now we chill until we get sanded off. Go ahead and throw gears down like that.
Delta 582, radar contact, 50 miles northeast of Baltimore, well.
I'm downloading X-Plane 12's demo to see if you can actually run it or not. Lol. That's fair. That's a smart thing to do. Always go with the demo first. I'm not even at, like, Cookie, which is, like, the first waypoint in my flight plan. That's how stinking crazy this departure is.
I love it. 1309. What exact runway are we expecting? Just want to make sure.
Is that Delta 1309?
Paper.
Odds are to be 19 left or 19 center. If you have a preference, let me know.
We're currently set up for, I believe, 19 left, so if we get 19 left, I'd appreciate it.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Woody would be times easier for me if you did. Are you already giving him flights to try out, Devsky? That's funny. One thing I do notice is Charleston does have, because it's an Air Force base, you do have to kind of watch out, because the whole western side of the airport, northwestern side of the airport is all military, so you need to like be very careful about things.
33 radar contract.
Oh, there's a Boeing plant. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why I recognize Charleston. Charleston is where they build or they put together the planes. Like the 737-800 or the 737s. That's where the MAX plant is. X-Plane should run better than Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like, significantly better. From what I understand about it. My thing runs a lot faster on X-Plane than it does on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Do you not have a graphics card then? Or do you have a graphics card but a really bad processor? Because the only reason why MSFS should at all be working better than X-Plane is if you have a poor processor. Yes, I also have a GTX 1650 in this thing, and I run a lot better than my than MSFS for the same amount of graphics.
November 747 Bravo Foxtrot.
November 747 Bravo Foxtrot Launch Center.
Good evening, sir. We are at Norfolk International Airport requesting IFR clearance to Washington Ronald Reagan.
Oh, he's also flying out of Norfolk. That's funny.
November 7 Bravo Foxtrot cleared to the Washington Airport.
100%.
Answer 3 departure, then as
But
filed. 4,000 and expect
I'm currently saving up for a car, and it's a bit more expensive.
10 minutes after departure.
I am planning to rent a PC at my school once
Okay, November 10 Bravo Foxtrot.
once I get there.
To Washington, yeah,
But until then, we're chilling with this 1650.
4,000, then expect 140, 10 minutes after departure, on squawk 4624.
November 7
The ones at the school are really nice. 1080 Ti's.
Advisory taxi altimeter
I think
3007.
11th gen. So
3007 will advise for your taxi 747 Bravo Foxtrot.
yeah, but I mean, I'm
Nope, get 10, leaving my airspace shortly. Jacksonville's offline. Frequency change approved. Have a lovely flight.
over to the dark side. Thank you so much for your services, and it'll be a 10.
See you then.
See yo.
Fleet 153, both Atlanta and Jacksonville are was radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a great flight. Okay, comfortable.
We are to the dark side. We have entered the dark side. And we're still climbing. I guess he's not controlling all of Washington. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, I am being pinged. Who pinged me in? ATIS? Huh? Who the heck pinged me in ATIS? Well, whatever it is, I guess it got resolved. That was weird. 8 cars? I don't know what that means, but... well, I know what 8 cars are, but I don't know what you mean by saying that. Okay. I mean, we're chilling. We still have a big old storm we need to get into, but that comes in. Now chilling. I've decided PHP VMS. Alright, awesome. I'll be getting a laptop here and I've already done a little bit of research in terms of like setting up servers. Yeah, like hosting, because I tried to set up a Minecraft server before. It'll be interesting. I don't know if our school, because it'll be off of my school's Wi-Fi. So we'll see. I think my school has a constantly switching IP address. Every time you connect to it, it assigns you a new IP address, just so that it's more secure. So we'll see. Ask the flight attendants for the... Oh, you're right. Let me just quickly open the door. And call the flight attendant in. Oh, I almost forgot. Where's the... Hi, yes, I was hoping for a little bit of a light snack for my in-flight meal, please. I'll take the chips and just some water, please. Thank you. Alright, awesome. Chat, we're getting chips. Let's go. That is creepy. What, staring into the abyss with no one there? That's not creepy at all.
1,000 to go.
Hey, let's go, 1,000. Actually, am I within setup range? I am within setup range. So we are already going to... Nah. Because, well, actually, I don't want to toggle people because then it will, like, the stream will crash. Yeah. We'll go ahead and start setting... We're actually going to go ahead and start setting up for approach because the runway is relatively long and we are doing an ILS approach. I will do flaps 30 due to potential high winds. Potential being very likely high winds. So we need that. We'll go ahead and also get the other things programmed. I don't hope to see a random lady appearing out of nowhere. That's fair. 1 second. Actually, the winds at Charleston are pretty good. It's only 12 knots crosswind. Heck of a lot better than what was in freaking Texas that other day. Open chart. In that 109.7 with the frequency. Actually, I am going to have this be the Charleston VOR, just so we can use it in case we go around. So we'll do that. And Charleston VOR is going to be heading 055 after departure. Wait, no, wrong way. 055 154 for the arrival. And that's where we're actually going to also set our heading. There we go. 154. I'm also going to quickly pin my arrival chart as well. Amy Lou. So 230. So I'm going to actually set this. I'll wait until I'm within like 40 before setting lower. Alright, the airport. Charleston, weather. Altimeter 29905. 29905. 5 statute miles of visibility, scattered clouds, ceiling at 7,500, so it's a relatively high ceiling. Lots of rain and mist. Okay. So there is cumulus nimbus to the southwest, which is the opposite side of the airport that we're landing from. Okay, and also finally our... Sorry, I'm not looking at chat. I'm setting this up real quick. Minimums. Due to the likelihood of the storm potentially making its way in by the time we get down there, I am going to actually stick to radio altimeter. We are flying the ILS. We are intending to fly the ILS, so we'll have radio. Alright. Alright, now for some briefing prior to landing. Are you running on 1080p native resolution? Yes, I believe so. One second. Yes, it's on my actual laptop. If I think that's what you mean. Okay. So, for descent, we are going to be, instead of flying in via the VOR, we are going to fly directly waypoint Mame. Open. Radar fix. Where is Mame on the descent? Yep, Mame, direct Mame, then fly the ILS. 1,600 feet for capturing the glide slope. That is very low. So, any potential, but there is something along the flight path that is going to be 1,000 feet below us when we first intersect. So it's a very low approach. Okay, low approach. So just note that low approach. So just caution that. In case of missed approach, we'll go around, climb 500 feet, then direct left, 3,500 on the CH VOR radial, heading 055 to waypoint Wando, in which case we will do a holding pattern at 3,500, 5 nautical mile holding pattern. There's an alternate missed approach hold. We're not going to be doing that. We will do the standard missed approach hold. Double check 154, and this is going to be on 109.7, which is the ILS frequency, and 113.5, which is the VOR frequency in case of go around. 113.5. Yep. Cross check, make sure 055, 055, and 154, 154 both are good. Yeah. That is landing checklist complete. Let's do a little bit of approach briefing. Just descent briefing. We're going to be descending via the Amy-Lou 3 arrival, Amy-Lou Lana transition. So we'll do, Amy-Lou transition. So we're back to Amy-Lou. Standard descent. We will go direct from reserve to Mame. I believe it has us going to another waypoint before Mame, but instead we're just going to go direct Mame, just for convenience sake. We have to... Okay. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just looking... We'll need to be 3,000 within this radius. Okay. So we'll just have to be very cautious. We are going to be 11. We'll be descending to 3,000 at past reserve, because there is a little bit of a distance between reserve and Mame. Descend basically direct 1,600. Reserve, I believe. Let's take a look and see what reserve is going to be at. We're basically going to fly the descent. I don't think we're going to go too much off of it. Yeah, about 9,000. And then crease. Yep, crease at 3,000, and then it says to vectors to Mame. We are going to bypass Crease and go direct Mame after reserve, just descending straight through 3,000 down to 1,600. So, because it is uncontrolled. All right, sweet. All right, awesome. That was a little bit long. You could always go around. Time, we're about efficiency. I get like 20 FPS in MSFS. We do have Charlotte International as our alternate, which would be pretty far outside of the eye of the storm, or pretty far away from the bigger parts of the storm. And I am going to actually check our alternate to make sure that the weather still is good. It is indicating VFR. Winds are relatively calm, 10 statute miles of visibility, so that's still good. Our arrival airport is still fine. Nothing has updated with the METAR information since 37 minutes ago. There is the storm, by the way, but it looks like it's just on the edge, and most of the bad stuff is like it said, southwest of the airfield, on the opposite side of us. So it should be good. Sim. Another big thing for me, X-Plane is like a third of the size of MSFS. That's the big thing for me. That's a huge thing for me. I want to play other games than just flight games. So, yeah. Is it? I'm only indicating 6 knots of headwind for Charleston. I don't know where you're going about. So, yeah. I had good FPS when I wasn't streaming, but when I started to, it was rough. I am going to set this down to 11,000. I do need to go to the bathroom, so I am going to let the first officer, aka the aka the autopilot, descend the plane for a little bit. So I will be right back, chat. Sorry, I really have to go to the bathroom. I am back, chat. Oh, and before top of descent, let's go. Alright. We're going to beat it to the ground. Let's see. Sorry. Hi, Dave. Sorry, I was in the bathroom. I want to donate so bad, but I'm broke myself because oh hi, take a loan. Welcome back to the flight deck. Thank you. It's like a lot of activity happened while I was gone. I was not expecting so many people to be watching so late at night, especially for like European times, but I guess There's more people who are interested in America. Or relevant locations in South America. In maybe Pacific or what have you. Okay. All we need for that to do is not go any further north. Simple, right? I am going to 8:05 a.m. I guess, yeah, it is early morning for some people, so that makes sense. Weather. Let me look at the weather radar real quick. Weather. Let's see what direction this storm is going. I really hope not too far, because that would not be good. Holy cow, yeah, that was a big storm. Well, that's not good. It is coming north. We might be able to beat a big patch if we get there soon. Well, we'll see. We might have to divert. Let's hope not. Simple look behind you. Okay, done. I see my bed. Haha. Made you look, bruh. I hope Austin Meyer doesn't scam me, little bruh. The storm. What's the alternate? Charlotte is the alternate, which is just to the east of me now. So it's plenty outside the storm, if need be. But I am going to continue this descent for now. That is scary. I just hope that the janky physics of X-plane weather doesn't, or not the janky physics, but jankiness about how X-plane weather generates doesn't screw me over on my descent. Because 1 second we'll be just flying, chilling, and then suddenly, because the METAR updates all of a sudden, like last minute, it'll just spawn on top of us. That's happened to me before in MSFS. So I can foresee it happening here, which I would prefer not to. Would be a bummer if we didn't make this landing. Screw the storm. Yep. Also, mind you, this would then be the second time I've had to divert to a different airport due to weather. Okay, it shifted. The weather shifted, but it didn't shift towards the airport. I am going to still set up my alternate real quick. KCLT. And just the arrival. Devsky, I'm not going to ignore basic laws of aviation just because we need to land somewhere specific. I will attempt the approach, probably more likely than other people, but I'm also not going to just go hang. Okay, so 1-8 center, 1-8 left, and 1-8 right are all good. What would be a good one? 1-8 center, probably. Okay, so I'm going to set up a ILS runway on 8 center. Route. So, go ahead. There we go. Go back to route 1. I suppose we can call now for anyone. Excuse me. I'm also swapping constantly between the chat and other things, so if I don't respond immediately, that's why. Devsky wants this plane to crash. I mean, he paid for it, so not me. Charleston traffic, Nopia 10 descending Aliamu, Amilu, correction, 3 arrival, in for runway 15, intentions landing, ILS runway 15, Charleston traffic. I wish to see it be a fun landing. That's fair. And considering how Volanta isn't working, stupid Volanta, I would want it to be interesting as well. So there's little bits off to the side there. It is getting a little bit lighter towards the bottom, which is good to see. But not also kind of concerning that the bad stuff's on top. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. My arrival altitude is 46. Sweet. 46 feet. So we'll just keep it there. Due to the winds, I'm actually going to do a 3 or level 3 braking, because we might float just a little bit due to the winds. I know it's a little bit excessive, but you want to be sure. To be safe. I'm going to also quickly move my throttle in real life so that way I have it ready to pull the power on landing. Once we reach about 10,000 feet, then I'll give another call for a relative location. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. Charleston, TCAS. I need TCAS. I've received multiple pings from people. Stand by. I have things muted because I'm in streamer mode. That's AIP. Yeah. Come on. Go. Thank you. No. CTAF. I believe it's 120.7. I might have to open it up on my desktop. Stand by. So much chaos. 39 said 120. Yeah. Please don't crash my game. Okay. That's some AIP KCHS. What's happening? Oh, I might be disconnecting. That's all good. I need to get KCHS. Search. Freaking. Hell. CDAP 126.7 or 126.0. Sweet. Awesome. 126.0. Where? 126.0. Whew. We are going to encounter a little bit of turbulence. Not too much, hopefully, but just a tiny bit. Where's the mic? Okay, pretend I click the mic. Bring bong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We ask you. People are rating public ATC, lovely. I am streaming right now. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are descending into Charleston at this moment. There is a little bit of a storm surrounding the airport, although not directly over the airfield. But we will be experiencing some light turbulence on our way in. So please sit down in your seats, make sure your seatbelts are fastened, and that you are safely strapped in. Otherwise, you'll be thrown about. We'll be landing in Charleston in approximately 10-15 minutes, and hopefully we'll be on the ground before the storm rolls over. Appreciate you flying for Norfolk Airlines today. I wish you all the best in your either future flights or your time in Charleston, and I wish you all the best day. Ba-bong. Did you have Taco Bell? Rips good drips. Brother. Okay, we'll go ahead and switch. Like I said, a runway, or it's right here. I am going to edit the flight plan. Go direct from here to here. And execute that. We are going to be high, so that's perfectly fine. That's understandable, because we did extend it a little bit. So we'll let this coast down a little bit. Hi, Mr. Beiji Mezito? Beiji Mezito? I think that's how I say it. Welcome to Flock to the Skies. Yes. We're doing a flight right now for an airline that I am the co-founder of, from Norfolk to Charleston. Currently Unicom on VATSIM, so you can check me on the VATSIM. I'm also trying to juggle a couple things, so that's why I'm a little bit hectic at the moment. Also, there is a hurricane happening nearby the airport, so we might have some pretty crazy winds on the way down. Okay, good. I said it correctly. So, just as an FYI, that's what's happening. And this is episode 1 of starting an airline, establishing roots. This isn't... Yeah. We'll see what happens with the series. We might do some other stuff with it, but I just wanted to try streaming in the US, because I usually stream for European times. But I wanted to stream in the evening in the US so some US people could watch. And then also try out this new format just to see if anyone would be interested. A lot of streamers get my name wrong. Oh, well, I'm glad that I could get it right. Beiji Mezito. And I might screw it up again because I'm terrible with names. Trust me. Fasten your seatbelts for the wild ride ahead. Wait, is that Tim Cook? I don't know. Is it Tim Cook? I'm a little bit concerned of this. A little pocket right here. It's been consistently yellow and red all the way down. It's lightening up, but that speaks to me there might be a little bit of vortex winds around that area. So I'll need to be cautious when I'm passing through reserve. We are entering 40 nautical miles. Like I said, I'm not going to call until I'm at 10,000 feet. Push through. Are you Tim from Project Flight? I am Tim from Project Flight. Not Tim. Not that Tim. But I'm Papa Duck Tim. So, we'll continue to push through. We'll be entering final approach here very soon. So this will be exciting. I'm excited for this. It doesn't look like there's any major winds or anything, but then again, with how stuff can be, it can like change in an instant. So we will see. Okay. I do really want to do another flight from Charleston to another airport, just another route that we've potentially established, but due to the fact that I will likely be needing to sleep soon after this, I don't know how viable that will be. So, does the A380 have a yacht? I don't know. It's big, but I don't know about that. It's a cool plane too. I like the style of it. It's kind of sad how it was kind of made to fight off the Boeing 747, but like they could have done a lot more with it, but oh well. Okay, we'll go ahead and throw on the VORs now. So we have that Charleston VOR set up like we wanted to. We do have the final approach VOR as well, so that's good. Say yes. Well, I'm not going to say yes to anything that I don't know. So. I haven't seen one in real life, though. So maybe if I saw one in real life, I would be able to answer the question better. I'm close enough. Let me switch over to frequency. You guys aren't going to get an edit out of me. Plus, not to mention, there's not really much to edit about me. I'm not too terribly interesting. All right, let's see. Let's give a call to these people. Charleston traffic, and it'll be a 10 descending 11,000 for final approach runway 17 ILS into Charleston. Correction 15 into Charleston descending. Amy Lou 3 arrival. Charleston traffic. All right, awesome. So we're going through. We'll go ahead and throw this. Initiate warp speed as we fly through the rain. So, lovely jubbly. And right on cue, we have some turbulence. Woo! Alright, I am going to go ahead and throw these on a little bit early, because I do know that might be a problem eventually. So, yeah, it's lightening up a little bit. It was a little bit rough there, between 10,000 to, or 11,000 to 9,500 or so. Looks like we're going to be passing in and out of the clouds here. There's a couple layers from what I've seen. So, an outside shot. The outside shot doesn't show it, but it does show the plane shaking pretty well. So, all right, sweet. So 3,000, and then we need 1,600. So I'm actually going to descend 1,600 here for that final approach fix, or that final approach altitude descent. What? If I can speak, that'd be good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ran into a bit of turbulence. Please fasten your seatbelts. Yeah. Here's a better one. Bing bong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are about to fly directly into a hurricane and then try to attempt to Tony Hawk Pro skate off of it, do a quick ollie, and land into Charleston today. You might encounter some fierce turbulence on your way down. We recommend that you strap yourself in because we do not offer refunds for any broken boats. Sorry that you did not bring your skateboard and skater gear. So stay safe and good luck. May everyone live. It should be too bad. I can already see the ground, so we're chilling. I will call... There is someone else. Chat, there is someone else. Charleston traffic. Inopia 10. 50 nautical miles to the northeast of the airfield, intending to land runway 15 ILS. Currently direct waypoint Mame at flight level 6,500. Charleston traffic. Is he going to be on the frequency? I don't know. I'm going to switch to Unicom very quickly. Time for dinner. Rips good drips. Well, you can watch this afterwards. Oh, I'm going to stick to what I'm doing. This guy might not even be landing at Charleston. He might be landing at some other random airport. Although that's pretty indicative that he's landing at Charleston. Oh well. Yep, I know, that's correct. It is very low. It is indeed exceptionally low. But welcome to landing at the coast. That's what happens. Charleston traffic, Inopia 10. We see another aircraft on final. Are you on this frequency? Charleston traffic. Other aircraft landing into Charleston. Are you on the Charleston CTAF frequency? Other aircraft landing into Charleston. Do you copy? Inopia 10 diverting due to traffic. Charleston traffic. Who the fridge is this guy? Hello? Okay, bro, I am going to wallop him so freaking bad. Other aircraft landing into Charleston. Are you on this frequency? Frickin' FedEx? Oh. I'm going to hit him. I'm going to wallop this guy so stinking hard. FedEx 1558. Hello? Brother, what? Seriously. Yeah, I am freaking walloping this bro. Flow traffic on file quite a few times. Okay, sweet. Alright, so I'm going to leave him do it. And we are going to turn back. That is insane. I called him both on CTAF and on freaking Unicom. Neither time he responded. And now I have to freaking fix my stupid... This is lovely. I have plenty of fuel. I'm going to be landing with 8.1 pounds, so I have plenty to fly around and even divert with like substantial room. But it's just, you know, bro, come on.
Charleston traffic, FedEx 1558, 5 miles, runway 15, Charleston.
I got some words for it. I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm gonna let the guy handle it. I'm gonna let the supervisor handle it. He's a supervisor for a reason, so I'll let him. Charleston traffic, Inopia 10, entering 22-mile final, runway 15, Charleston traffic. Yeah, that was not cool, man. That was not cool. Well, feel better, then. Make sure you got plenty of fuel for yourself. Hello? Hold on, I need to, turn a little bit further to the left. Whoa. Okay, yeah. That was...
Charleston traffic, FedEx 1558, clear 15, Charleston.
Good to know that now. Yeah, I mean, it helped so I can land a little bit lighter. But it's not ideal. It was mostly the case of, like, near collision. And him not answering to direct message CTAF, Unicom, any of that jazz. I would sure appreciate if you said anything, please. Alright, we'll go ahead and hit approach. Starting final approach. Of course, this is when I need to go to the bathroom the most. Lovely jubbly. I'm going to let this thing fly it all the way down until I see the runway visually. So yeah, it's 1,600 above. So let me just make sure. Set. Load! No, stupid. 3,500. Okay, so once we get to 3,000, below 3,500, I will set the thing to there. That was crazy, bro. This was supposed to be a chill flight from Norfolk to Charleston. Then we flew into a hurricane, almost got hit by a FedEx on the way down, and now we're going to be landing into a hurricane. I do see the runway, so that's good, I guess. Alright, below 3,500, so we'll go ahead and bring this up above it. 10 miles. We'll engage speed brakes. Charleston traffic, Inopia 10, 10 mile final, runway 15. Charleston traffic. Okay, we'll go ahead and bring this down to 175. Actually, since we're within 10, I am going to bring this all the way down to this, 143, so 148. What is this? Oh, it's because I don't have the ILS selected on that one, so that's good. That's all right.
2,500.
I believe that's 30. That is 30. All right. So look at that crab walk. All right. I'm going to take control of about 1,500, just because I just need that little bit of extra time to get accustomed to how it's handling. So we will be doing that. I am readying myself. Thank you. It is very, very rainy outside right now. Alright. Charleston traffic, Inopia 10 on 5 mile final, runway 15. Charleston traffic. Is the wind going to push me over, or do I have to push myself over? Oh. I guess I have to push myself over. Oh, I am going too far to the right. Oh, jeez. Overcorrecting. Oh, good. We are under the glide slope. So we are chilling. I'll tilt myself over to the left a little bit.
500.
I've never learned to properly crab walk, so this is going to be rough. Oh, jeez. Alright, a little bit high, so we'll go ahead and tilt her down. Oh, jeez.
300.
It's floating just a
Approaching
bit.
minimums.
Okay, good.
200 minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30.
Oh, hello.
20. 10.
Oh, this is floating over a hot minute. Not my best. I've also haven't done this in a very long time.
80 knots.
Alright, sweet. I think this was the exact taxiway I wanted to vacate off of as well. Charleston traffic, Inopia 10 vacated left off of runway 15, clear of runway. Charleston traffic. I don't know why the cabin is speaking German. If you start, these both off, flaps up. I landed safely. It wasn't the cleanest landing, but considering the storm that was around, I will take it. I went the wrong way. So I should have vacated left, not right. Whoops. I got the runway, or I got the whole thing messed up. Why didn't he respond? I'm coming through. My mic should be coming through because it's my mic's working on my stream. So who knows? Charleston traffic, Inopia 10 holding short runway 33 on golf. Charleston traffic. Alright, and that's already started up. Perfect. Gonna wait for a call. Nope. How do I start? Charleston traffic. No B10 crossing over runway 33 via Golf, taxing gates via Charlie Alpha. Nopia. Correction, Charleston traffic. Alright, let's go. I think X-Plane is more realistic for sure. For sure. Yeah, you would not get those kinds of wins on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I wouldn't say, there's a lot of things saying like, oh, X-Plane is so much superior due to physics, and it's kind of true, but there's also a graphical side of things, and I do appreciate MSFS for its graphics. So once I get a better computer, I kind of actually just want to do both, because like I want to fly MSFS if I'm flying scenic routes, or if I'm flying something like in a hurricane or near a hurricane or something like that. I'll fly X-Plane. So, yeah. Anyways, that was pretty, other than that craziness at the very end, that was a pretty uneventful potential for crossing traffic, more so here than in Norfolk, so I'll have that as an added thing. But for this flight, there's not too much in terms of like NOTAMs that I would provide for it. I do need to get into the gate pretty fast though, because I really need to go to the bathroom. There's a guy. I wonder if he's being talked to or anything. I don't know. I was a little bit freaking chaotic. I do have it on video. Looks like he was a 737-800. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the situation was, whether we were too far apart, whether his headphones weren't in, whether we just happened to miss each other's frequencies when we were doing things. That's very possible, actually. But whatever the case, it's over now. We're chill. So, that was a pretty chill flight except for the FedEx. Yep. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn off our taxi. And go ahead and approach that gate. Alright, let's see how we were. Not the best, but I'm not known for my parking jobs. So we'll go ahead and throw the APU on. Everything, make sure that's switched over. Yep, it's good. So we are good for engine shut off. So right, shut. Just want to make sure. Yep, and now left shut. And now I have to go to the bathroom, and we will recap really quickly as soon as I come back. I'm sorry, I have a tiny bladder. Okay, I'm back. There's our shutdown. So we can go ahead and throw this off. Collision lights off. Set chocks. I'm trying to out the XP12 demo, see if I can actually run it. Valid. And we'll go ahead and connect Jetway. Oh, jeez Louise. All right. Both of those are off. We can go ahead and throw these off. That's already off. That's on. Oh, my director's off. I almost forgot that. And we'll turn our VORs off. Ooh, that was pretty good. We still have It's already not responding. Yeah, just as an FYI, it takes a little bit on load. It takes a lot to load it, but similar to how MSFS does it, except for it looks like it's not responding, unlike MSFS. But it's doing the same thing. Okay. Technically, if I wanted to, I could actually take off from this airport. Approach grade and landing grade. I'll take that. We have a considerable amount. It would be a very major refuel in order to go to the next airport. So, there's definitely a potential. The next scheduled flight that I have, and once again, I don't have any major notes besides low approach, no SIDS. There is a star. Yeah, I know. I have 7,000. I should have like half of that, but I don't know. Maybe it was expecting the tornado, or not the hurricane to have more impact. So that's probably why. And it packed a little bit extra for Charlotte, because my reserve fuel was 6.1. So actually, with reserve fuel, I was pretty much on the dot. Or not, I was like 1,000 over, which is like good. Yep. Only thing, no SID. Oh shoot, I didn't catch the time. I'll take a look back and see how long this stream was, but I'll get the block time for that. Scheduled block time was 1.27. Actual block time, we'll get that in a little bit. Low approach. Arrival and departure uneventful. Nothing. I mean, it was along the coast, so you'll see a lot more stuff, but it wasn't super like intriguing. Pretty standard up and down. Nothing too crazy. Most of it was just because of this certain situation. That's why it got crazy. But the actual flight itself, not too much. Good flight, good chill one from Norfolk to Charleston. The next one I was going to do after this, if I had time, but I don't, is Charleston to, and I actually don't know the name of this airport. ICAO code KMOB. KMOB, which is Mobile Regional. Oh, well, a cute little one. Nice. Well, we might have to do that next time. It's all the way across in, what is that? It's in the Panhandle. Not the Panhandle. The other sticky outy bit on the west side. West of Tallahassee in Florida. Kind of where like Mississippi, Alabama, that whole area is. It's kind of west of there. So we would be taking off. It would be a relatively long flight, but it'd be kind of along the coast. So that's a cool flight that I think I would enjoy. But again, no time because other things. But I guess that's really it for this, and we'll go over. Let me switch my full camera so I can concentrate a little bit better because I'm focusing on the game. But yeah, that is kind of establishing routes. We kind of a backstory of how we came up with the routes is we submitted a bunch of ideas for places to fly into, and the focus was minor airports, so not big airports like the hub airports, but ones that are big enough but still were not hubs. And basically the whole point of and so this is one such route established between two of those flight ideas. There's another I have like 3 or 4 more that I need to do. Just try them out. So I'm excited for that. I have a lot of work to do in that regard, but that's kind of what we did. We chose some airports, connected them up via some routes, and that's the point of this airline. The point of this airline is to be a point-to-point airline as opposed to a hub-spoke airline. We'll still have like a main headquarters, but we're not going to be flying through that airport in order to get to other airports a whole lot of times. And that's also kind of the hope for the future of Inopia, is that if we get big enough, then we can start voting on introducing new routes and new airports into the network. We'll start off with a relatively small network. I think like maybe a maximum of 15 routes total that you can fly, with the hopes of like good looking routes, interesting flights, that whole jazz. That's kind of the hope of it. I personally have ideas and plans to potentially go like even international with this whole thing. I think that would be really cool. We could fly to like, and by international I mean like, you know, the Caribbean, South America, stuff like that at first, and then however bigger it gets. But it'd be interesting to have that whole idea of point to point, at least in the U.S. There's a couple of carriers that do that here in the U.S. Breeze, Allegiant, if you've ever heard of them. Sun Country a little bit, but even then not much. But so there's not a lot, and there might be some like Allegiant or Breeze based VAs out there, but I haven't personally seen any that will have this whole concept of like introducing new potential routes by voting in the community and creating new routes instead of basing it off of real life. And I don't know of a lot of quote unquote fake airlines, so airlines that are created by YouTubers or by other people, that have that point to point idea. So that's kind of the whole hope with Inopia, but it all depends. We're not getting our hopes up, neither me nor the other guy who's running it. We're not getting anything up there, nothing lofty or anything like that. Just starting with a few small ones, flying around, just having fun. And if anything comes of it, comes of it. But yeah, that is pretty much that for this stream. If you have any questions about any of this, feel free to leave in the comment section down below. I'm not the best like explainer of things, as you can tell. I am planning to make a couple of videos about like videos on a separate channel, kind of explaining routes and whatnot. So I'll be doing that here soon. But for now, this is kind of this. Hopefully this wasn't too chaotic. I know I can kind of be like that way, just like all over the place with things. So hopefully it wasn't too bad. Anyways, before we end the stream, oh shoot, I forgot to do this. Oh, sorry for the bang. Forgot to do this at the start of the stream, so I'm fully sorry for that. But at the beginning and end of every single stream, I want to pray. So if you guys have any prayer requests or anything you guys want me to pray for, feel free to leave it in the chat, and I'll pray for it. If you don't feel comfortable with any of this stuff, I fully understand. I encourage you to kind of ask questions and seek it out, but I'm not pushing you or forcing you to do anything. It's completely your choice. If there isn't anything else from anyone else in the chat or anything like that, we will go right into prayer and end the stream. So, yeah. Dear Jesus, I want to thank you for this day. I want to thank you for this incredible opportunity you've given to me to stream, Lord, and to be a servant of you, Lord. Thank you for everything you've given me, for your forgiveness, even though I've messed up and haven't been good in any regard, Lord. You still sent your Son to die on the cross to save us from our sins, Lord. Lord, you are the only way to salvation. You are the only way to eternal life. Thank you for everything that you've done. I pray for all the people that were in this chat, that visited, and the people that we encountered in the game, talked to, anything like that. Lord, I ask that you bless them. that you be with them, that you, yeah, Lord, thank you for everything. Be with everyone who's here, everyone that we talk to. Lord, be with all of us. Just guide me, guide us to your will, to your desire, Lord. Thank you for everything. In your holy name, Jesus. Amen. Amen. Anyways, yes, I'm a little bit tired. I have just recently recovered from a cold, and I have not gotten a whole lot of sleep. So I am going to be sleeping pretty much right after this. I'm going to work tomorrow. So thank you all for joining. We might do this spontaneous streams throughout the week. We'll see. I think it was fun. I hope you guys had fun. God bless all of you. You guys are amazing. Take care. Be safe. And Jesus Christ is King. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.